Is being at the bottom really that bad? Starting at the bottom can feel like a heavy weight on your shoulders. It's tough, it's frustrating, and sometimes it seems like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle, a never-ending struggle. But what if I told you that being at the bottom isn't as bad as it seems? First off, starting from the bottom means you have nowhere to go but up. Every small step you take is a leap forward. Each challenge you face builds resilience and grit. You learn lessons that people at the top may have missed, making your journey uniquely valuable. Being at the top also offers a rare perspective. You see the world differently. You appreciate every win, no matter how small. You develop empathy and understanding that can shape you into a better leader and a more compassionate human being. And let's not forget about the drive. When you're starting out, the hunger to succeed can be your greatest asset. It fuels your passion and pushes you to work harder, to innovate, and to find creative solutions. So while it may seem daunting, being at the bottom is just the beginning of your story. Embrace the process, learn, grow, and remember, every successful person has been there. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more inspiring content. If you've made it to the end of my video, thank you so much for watching. Why did I make that video? I'm at 1 year on YouTube. I'm excited about it. I wanted to celebrate it a little bit. I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of why I'm doing what I'm doing, how it's going, and just speak from the heart about that. So that 2-minute short little video, I would say took me about 3 hours probably to put together. It's kind of the first that I've made of that kind. I have done like B-roll stuff with text before, but I never actually added audio to it, so it took me a little bit of time to figure out how to do that. But I did it, and I'm excited about it. And it just kind of goes to show, you know, 3 hours on a 2-minute video is quite a bit of time. So it kind of shows just how much time and effort it takes to put into making content on YouTube. And like I said, some stuff I edit a lot, some I don't edit at all, some like this video I probably won't edit too much. I want to keep it real, keep it honest with you, just kind of throw out there that it's been a year, it's been tough, it's been fun, it's been a lot of different things. I've had ups, I've had downs, I've had doubts, insecurities, but I've been passionate about it. And that's the one thing that really keeps me going, is that if I can just reach 1 or 2 people on faith and sobriety or mental health, any of these things that I talk about in my videos, I feel like it's doing the job that it's supposed to be doing. I'm doing this for God's glory, of course, but it's easy to lose faith. I started looking into, I would say half of you guys, half of my subscribers anyway, are from my biblical shorts, and it doesn't necessarily transfer over to my long form videos. I am happy that my click-through rate is getting a little bit better. My thumbnails and my titles, I feel like I'm getting better at that. I'm working on that. I do feel like my duration is doing a little bit better. I feel like my videos are a little bit more compelling to you guys, so it's easier to stick around and watch and kind of see what happens. So that video is just as much for anyone who needs to hear it as it is for me and where I've come from. Because when I got sober, I'll be honest. I mean, I felt like I was starting from scratch. I was starting my life over again. I was figuring out who I was, who I am. And I'm still doing that. I mean, it's really a long journey. It's been, I'll be celebrating 5 years sober on April 27th. And so I started making videos last year in April, just a few weeks or a month before my 4 years of being sober. And I've learned so many different things about what makes me tick, and in a lot of ways it was like starting on the ground floor. And that can be hard. You know, in the Bible it talks about peaks and valleys and walking through the shadow of death and all these things that, you know, these trials and tribulations that we go through, and how we can be thankful for those times, even though it's hard to sometimes, and it's frustrating. I mean, it gets so irritating that you just want to scream sometimes when things aren't going your way. But at the end of the day, I'm thankful that I'm going through this, because I am seeing things that people on the top don't see anymore. When you reach a level of success in life or in an endeavor, you kind of start to lose focus on what's really important. And when you're on the bottom, like I am, and I'm not completely on the bottom. I mean, it's been a year on YouTube, and I've learned way more than I ever knew a year ago when I started this. But to go back to like the sobriety thing, it's been like growing and not really knowing what's next. You know, I'm kind of winging this video. I didn't really want to make a script for it. I kind of just wanted to speak from my heart and let you all know that it's just been a blessing to be able to make this content and to be able to document the places that I've been, the things that I've gone through, the things that I'm learning. And even if I don't feel like I'm reaching as many people as I wanted to in that first year, I'm still reaching people. And another thing that I thought about was that I'm documenting all this stuff, and I'm not doing it to be like rich or famous or rich and famous. I'm doing it for God's glory. I'm doing it because I enjoy doing it. And I was spending time on my sober groups, like hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day sometimes, and I felt like my time at 4 years sober would have been better spent kind of helping people. And that's why I formed Sobriety in the Storm on Facebook, my group, my sober group. That's why I continue to make content. That's why I continue to learn and grow these things, because if I document it, the people that I'm most worried about passing my legacy onto, like my daughters, they can go back and watch these videos after I'm long gone. And that's another thing that I've learned in my sobriety, is that I'm not so afraid to live my life, and I'm not afraid of death. It's not something that I think about all the time. In fact, I was just making a video, and it took me probably 45 minutes to find a place to film it. I don't have a place at home that I like to use, so I do these videos in my car, or I take a walk, or I do it outside if it's warm enough in the summertime. I don't have lots of equipment. I do have a microphone and a tripod and a clicker to turn on and off the phone, but for the most part, I'm just doing this with, you know, just my phone. And I'm happy with that. I'm okay with that. But I think the point is that I was just at a cemetery and it didn't feel right. I was looking for like a dim kind of a place. It's really sunny out today, so I was looking for a place that didn't have like shadows and stuff like all over my face and everything like that. So I finally found a place. It didn't feel right to be in a cemetery, so I kind of moved on from there. But it made me kind of laugh at myself, like, you know, who cares? Who cares where I'm filming this stuff? But it, you know, it's learning curves. It's taking the opportunities that I have. Like, I work today. I work in a few hours, but I spend typically a couple hours each morning and a couple hours each night making videos or editing videos or working on other things. And the shorts are one of them that I've been kind of working on, but I kind of feel like this, now that I'm at 1 year, I want to kind of focus more on long form videos. So if you're a shorts watcher of mine, I'm sorry. It's not like I want to stop making the shorts, but I feel like I'm trying to reach a wider audience on long form so that I can get that watch time and I can continue on. I've got the subscriber count, or I'm getting close to the 1,000. I've already got over the 500, but and I make the long form videos, but I need the watch time. I got to get the watch time, and I really want to continue making content, and I really want to I really feel like it's not so much that I want to, but I feel like it's a calling. I feel like God put me here in this position to talk about my sobriety, my faith, and kind of resonate with people that can understand what it's like to start over, because that's really essentially what it's like for me. Or it could be if you're, you know, going through depression or anxiety or worry of any kind, and you've kind of lost your way. I mean, that I've been there. Even as a drinker, I was there, and it just feels like a lot of times we're starting over. It's not like we're just able to get going and get the ball rolling and it's quick. So I'm kind of rambling here, but I really wanted to just speak from the heart. 1 year making YouTube videos. I've got you guys watching. I'm so appreciative of everybody that's here, that's sticking around with me on this, because this is going to be awesome. It's going to be epic. My goal, I mean, I have short-term and long-term goals of this. My short-term goal is just to continue to keep learning and growing and making good content. Content that is interesting to you, the viewer. Content that YouTube will push out more. And I know that YouTube pushes out stuff that my subscribers are watching. And if our subscribers aren't watching, YouTube's not going to push that content out. So it's really not a big purpose. But I am working on making content better, and that's really my long-term, my short-term goal. My long-term goal is to, and I've talked about it a little bit, but to expand out and do more traveling, more like food vlogs, shopping, museums, those kinds of things. I started a second channel because I didn't want to mess up the algorithm on this one. But that's really my main long-term goal, is to make money doing this, and maybe start newsletters, magazines, and other websites, other platforms, and expand out. YouTube was really my first big venture, and I would say it's going about as well as I anticipated it going. I guess I expected to get 500 to 1,000 subscribers in the first year. Of course, like I said, the watch hours aren't quite there, but I'm hoping that this video I'm keeping going. I'm putting these videos out there in hopes that my next video, and maybe it'll be this one, fingers crossed, prayers up, that it pushes me over the edge and it gets me to where I want to continue to go, where I feel like I need to continue to go. So if you're here, thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe to my channel to keep it going and to support me and support others even on here on this platform. If you would like to join my sobriety group, it's on Facebook. I'll pin the link in the comments below. I'll also pin my sobriety playlist. And thank you all for being here. Have a great sober day, a great day, and keep the faith. And we'll talk to you soon.